30 years now. So we know that unfortunately, claims handlers can still spend up to 40% of their time on manual admin tasks, such as chasing documents, updating systems, and moving work between teams.
This results in bottlenecks, higher operational costs, and slower claims resolution.
At RDT, we've been focusing on solving that problem with our claims management system, powered by ACE, our agentic orchestration engine that coordinates documents, decisions, and people across the claim lifecycle.
But rather than talk about this in theory, we're going to walk you through a real RDT claims journey to show you how it works in practice. This is the task dashboard within RDT's claims management system. It's an operational view of all of the work assigned to a claims handler, automatically prioritized according to business rules.
As ACE moves claims through their lifecycle, there are points where human judgment is needed. These points are surfaced here as tasks. What this means in practice is that handlers no longer need to constantly monitor claims or chase updates. The system brings the right work to them at the right time. For many teams, this removes hours of manual triage every day.
Now, in this example, the highest priority task is to review an engineer's report that's been received. Clicking on the task, we can see the claim summary page, where the handler can immediately see the current state of this claim. Key indicators at the top of the page show us that this claim is a total loss, the claim's been accepted, and the policyholder is at fault for the incident. We can also see a financial overview, the parties involved in the incident, and any outstanding tasks.
So the first action we'll take is to read the claim's AI summary. As a claim progresses, the volume of information grows rapidly. Handlers can spend significant time searching through long threads and documents just to understand the current position of the claim. AI-powered summaries transform this process by continually distilling large volumes of data into clear, up-to-date insights for both the claim and for each claimant. The AI summary can also be adjusted to the needs and content of your organization, injecting your business terminologies and surfacing the information that is most relevant to your claims handlers as each change on the claim occurs. And on the right-hand side, we have an event log, which provides a chronological view of all activity on the claim. This shows which steps were automated, here in blue with the ACE logo, and the steps involving a claims handler, shown in white.
So, the task that brought us into this claim originally was to review the engineer's report. But before we do this, let's have a look at some of the orchestration that ACE has already carried out on this claim. The first event shows the claim being automatically created as a result of an email notification from a broker. Using intelligent document processing, ACE has identified and categorized the email, extracted the relevant information, and automatically created the claim. ACE has also used AI to generate a summary of the email. This allows the claims handler to quickly understand the content without needing to open it up and read through all of the detail.
So ACE then enriches the claim by calling out to external services. In this scenario, we're going to retrieve the MOT and tax information from the DVLA. Next, ACE validates the claim against the policy and automatically sends a communication to the policyholder confirming that the claim has been accepted.
Once that has happened, ACE sends an instruction to the salvage agent to collect the vehicle. And through this integration, we receive updates as the vehicle moves through the salvage process. These updates are surfaced to the claims handler via the claim summary page.
ACE is the orchestration layer behind the claims management system. The example here is RDT's, but it can also integrate with yours. It listens for events, things like emails arriving, incoming documents, or claims receiving new information, and then it decides what should happen next. It coordinates the flow of work between systems, applies business rules, and records every action in the event log so the entire process is fully traceable. Importantly, these processes are configurable and designed by the business. That means insurers can adapt how claims operate, change rules, or introduce new steps without rewriting your core systems.
So, coming back to the task we saw earlier to review the engineer's report. As you can see here, ACE has already generated a summary of the report. This dramatically reduces the time it takes for the handler to understand the detail and get up to speed with the content. Clicking on the task, we can see that ACE has analysed the report and identified that aftermarket modifications to the vehicle have been mentioned. ACE has checked the policy record and found that no vehicle modifications have been mentioned. So rather than the claims handler needing to read through the report and cross-reference this against the policy, ACE surfaces the relevant insights and presents these to the handler for review.
So here, ACE has suggested an adjustment to the valuation for the claims handler to review. In this example, underwriting receives an automatic request to review the valuation offer and has agreed that the claim can proceed with a reduction to the valuation. We can enter the agreed reduction now, and the claim updates automatically.
Next, we want to inform the policyholder of our decision. Even something as simple as writing a communication can take several minutes per claim. So using our AI assistant, we can draft an email to the policyholder to provide them with the vehicle valuation and explain the reason for the deductions being made. At scale, this type of assistance can save hundreds of hours of admin work every month. Once the email has been sent, it is recorded in our event log, and when the policyholder replies, their email is automatically ingested back into the system through intelligent document processing. ACE has identified that the policyholder has accepted the vehicle valuation and has updated the claim accordingly. ACE then goes on to automate the remaining steps in this process, which in this case involve making a payment to the policyholder and sending them an email confirmation. Now, removing delays at this stage of the process is a key contributor to reducing overall claim cycle times.
So if we zoom back out to the dashboard, this isn't a one-off process. The same orchestration is continuously running across every claim. And because every action is recorded, the entire process is fully auditable and measurable. What this means in practice is fewer manual steps, faster claim progression, and more consistent decision-making. For our insurers, MGAs, and TPAs, that typically translates into lower operating costs, faster settlement times, and better customer outcomes.
So today we've walked through part of an individual claims journey, but ACE can remove manual work across the entire claims lifecycle, from FNOL and document ingestion through to recovery and bordereau processing.
ACE has been in play with our clients for over 3 years. It has processed hundreds of thousands of claims, ingested millions of documents, and it's just getting started. ACE allows you to connect and wrap your existing platforms with AI reasoning and comes with a library of pre-built insurance integrations. These are things such as policy platforms, data providers, document processing, and supplier networks. So it can trigger value across the entire ecosystem, rather than relying on manual handoffs.
And whilst today we focused on claims, this same orchestration approach can be extended across many other insurance workflows. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn more about how RDT solutions could help your business, please come and chat to us. We're at stand B41. Thank you.
Thank you.